Hi everyone, I'm making this video exactly after about 2 weeks, and I have been working a lot on myself. I've been working on on the last, I've been thinking about what I have been doing for the last, ever since the lockdown started, ever since the pandemic happened, and the COVID 19, the changes scenario, the work situations changed. Everything's changed. Everybody's lives changed. Kids are not going out of the house. I mean, parents are stressed. I see so many of my clients, they just don't know what to do. The ones who started going out, they think still everything is not in place and everybody is going through that trauma. Money is less. Work is not happening the way it's supposed to be. Yes, 2020 was a year of change, and 2020 has been a year where I think, like me, a lot of people would have realized a lot of things in their life. There's so much to learn from. You can either use these situations to learn something, or you can use these situations to unlearn something. Anyway, I hope we are all eagerly waiting for 2020 to pass on, and we are eagerly waiting for 2021 to come, and hopefully that we are going to do our best in the next year. But whether it's this year or next year, if we don't learn from whatever has happened, that means it's just a waste of time. That means these super forces who are actually trying to tell us or give us some kind of, they are trying to give us some insight into our own being. That means they are failing, and that means they'll come back with it in some other way or the other. So, anyway, I have had a lot of emails, and a lot of people actually, whenever I make a video, I try to at least answer most of the mails that I get, but there are so many of them, and I really don't get the time to answer. That is because I'm writing. I'm writing about the ancient ones, the spirits that I work with, and the ancient ones that I have been working with, and how my life is changing every day, and how strong I am getting. And I'm sure that book is going to help a lot of people in their spiritual journey. What I think, and I've been doing a lot of reading, references from others. I have found a few notes of my own grandfather, and then I have been reading on them as well, and I have been trying to do a lot of things. So, what I have understood from this entire concept is we all are trying to create our empire in our own way. And what we are talking about is the kingdom, and all of us want to be successful in uh, whichever career path or wherever we are right now. And I think what I understand of the kingdom is what's the most important part of the kingdom is the king. And what builds the kingdom? The king builds the kingdom. You need not call out on these spiritual entities to do things for you. They are not bound to you to come to you and do things for you. And from no way they are supposed to be serving you. And what I look at it as, they will serve to transform you. That is what it is. That is their purpose. If you believe that your power lies in anything else but yourself, that means you're losing it completely. That means you will not get any spiritual help at all. If you're willing, if you're able to call out on these amazing ancient entities, how you can do your work in what you want to do, then they'll be gladly coming your way and helping you in whichever way you want. You will be empowered, you will be armed, and you will be ready for the battle. And focus its aim guiding to your purpose. You will be unstoppable, you will be invincible. If you have performed a ritual, you need to trust the process. The Spirit came, the Spirit heard you, what you needed. The Spirit received your command, and the Spirit will do its best to guide you. That's it. You don't question anymore. If you think that the Spirit is going to be around you, helping you the way you want to see them, it's not going to happen. Because when we are tapping into energies around us, we are mostly tapping into something within our own self. So the Spirit which is going to be coming to your guidance is going to be absolutely gearing you up to face the world, to face the situation you're trying to get at. The ritual has been performed, now you're a part of it. You have to constantly visualize what your outcome is, the desired result is. You have to absolutely keep that, hold that, hold that result within yourself in your vision for at least 17 seconds. Just practice it. Whatever you want, 17 seconds, you hold on to that entire visualization. After 1 hour, 17 seconds into 4. After that, 17 seconds into 8. What you do is, you just fix up your time the way you want it to be spaced out throughout the day. If you have like 4 times, then you break it accordingly, and you just multiply that into the number of seconds. Like the second time you do is 17 into 4, the third time you do is 17 into 8, the fifth time you do is 17 into 12. So that's the number of seconds that you're supposed to hold on to what you're trying to attain. Do it minimum for 9 days and maximum till it happens, and see how your spiritual entities help you. Whoever it is, my spiritual guides help me. I know they love me. I know they have made me stronger. Every day I feel that they are with me and I get stronger. So I sense their presence, like I sense my ancestors' presence, and I always feel that they're around me, guiding me. So I think it's amazing to have their energy around and to help me achieve whatever I want to achieve, because it becomes so beautiful. So what's important, as we were discussing, what's important in the kingdom is the amount of pain you're going to go through in building that kingdom is going to be the value of your kingdom. And I'm sure anything that you get, if it doesn't really have any value, you would lose interest in that. The same way, if you buy a BMW today and after a month, if you find many BMWs of the same model out there, you would have a feel that that's not really blowing sunshine. So what I mean is, so the greater the dream, the more difficulty for it to achieve, and it's better that it comes with a lot of difficulty, because if it doesn't come with difficulty, you're not going to be appreciating it. That is how our human mind works, and that is where I think these spiritual entities know it better than us, that if we get it easily, we are not going to appreciate it, and we are not going to work towards it. Coming back to what's important in building the king, I think the first point which is important is your body, your relationships, your business, and your spirit. Every morning when I wake up, I set my intention. and I set my intention to the best possible way, what is going to be good for me, what is going to benefit my body, what is going to benefit my mind, what is going to, and trust me, anything that I think is going to pull me down, I just wipe it off. Just blatantly wipe it off, because there is nothing more important than my own happiness. Because I know I have to be strong, I have to be motivated. Right when you wake up in the morning, I set up my intention of what's going to be good for me. So, decluttering, working out, meditation, manifestation, giving smoke in the house, the incense, the fragrance. I use floor washes, I use incense to smudges, I use spiritual baths, I use a whole lot of things which make my day magical. And I couldn't have believed that every day I make sure that I not only do what I'm supposed to do, but I always add up something more to it. So that by the end of the day, when I'm journaling, when I'm putting my thoughts in on paper, when I'm doing my routine work, it makes me feel good that I have been able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. And that's what makes a difference.